On Saturday this past weekend at about 6 o'clock in my hotel in Washington, I got into my tuxedo and put the little silver medal that shows my rank in the Order of St. John on the lapel. And then because I didn't have my limousine with me, I went down and got on the subway to go to the dinner that is part of the weekend of events for the Order of St. John every year. This year it was in Union Station, of all places. It was supposed to be in the Library of Congress, but it's shut down because the government shut down, so they had to move it at the last minute. But in the process of getting there, I found I had to get on the subway, and it really wasn't the sort of get-up you typically get on the subway wearing. Now, as a matter of fact, I got on at Metro Center, which is one stop away from the stop where you go for hockey games, and it turned out there was, in fact, a hockey game Saturday night. So it was me and all these people in hockey jerseys. If I was trying to blend in, it definitely wasn't going to work. And I was very conscious that people were looking at me oddly because I was dressed like this. It didn't really get any better when I got to Union Station because it turned out that in order to improvise space for this event, they were having the cocktail hour before dinner in the lobby of Union Station. So there are all these people, now there's 300 or 400 people dressed like me, standing around having their conversations while Amtrak passengers and Amtrak employees and security guards and street people and everybody else who passes through Union Station routinely were going about their normal business. I found myself having to remind myself several times why I was there and what we were doing this for. That in fact, it's important to remember that the medical clinics in Gaza that we support with our annual contributions and with these events that we do are presently piles of building materials, but the need has not gone away. Indeed, it's even greater than it was before. So while we're standing there in our finery and discussing whatever it is that clergy talk to investment bankers about, I have no idea what conversations I even had at this point. The reason for it was very strong and should have been very present in all of our hearts. That, to me, is a key to understanding the parable of Jesus. Clearly, there's nothing wrong with the things that the Pharisee is doing. He's fasting in order that he can be closer to God because he is giving up worldly things. Hopefully, he's fasting in part so that he can donate the food he would otherwise have eaten to those who are hungry. He's giving away 10% of everything that he has. How many of us do that? Not 10% of how much he earns, but 10% of everything that he has. These are pious actions. The problem is he's standing there in the tuxedo, more concerned about that than about the underlying reason for why he is there. I certainly hope that the tax collector, the poor man, is doing those things as well. The less exalted man is doing those charitable things as well. The difference is he remembers why he's there. That in the presence of God, in the presence of the glory of God, his actions are only valuable insofar as they serve the causes of God. Maybe that will be a reminder to me the next time I pull the tuxedo out. It'll be a year before I need it again, but nonetheless, every action that we do must be for the glory of God. We should glory in doing them for that reason. There's no harm in saying, I am so glad that I am able to do these things for those who need them. The danger only comes when we are saying something more along the lines of, look at me and what I am doing. If we will set the tuxedo aside and remember those for whom the tuxedo is intended, we will indeed serve the causes of God, and God will smile on us for it. Amen.